Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? So, most time I come on here and I have an idea about what I'm gonna speak on, right? Or, life is something that's happened, in my life that day, and I speak on it. But today, honestly, man, I really just, whatever come to my head, I want to speak on because obviously that's how things work. And the main thing that's coming to my head right now is like, what's stopping you? You know, what's stopping you from really, and you know who I'm talking to if this is for you, right? Like, what's really stopping you from becoming a person who you know you meant to be? Like, really. And I say it because, man, as I walk around, I see so many hurt people, see so many damaged people, I see so many angry people, confused people, frustrated people, bitter people, entitled people, whatever name or title you want to put. But I have to constantly remind myself the same thing that I be on here speaking about on a day-to-day basis, which is the fact that that could very well be a symptom and there can be a deeper problem. And so with me standing on my own words, it just brings the question, like, what's that deeper problem? You know? And I really just want to listen today, even though I'm speaking. Like, I know it's going to come a point in time where answers are going to start flooding these comment sections. And this is one of the videos that I for sure want answers to flood because it's a deeper problem out here. There's no other reason that us as men would be out here intentionally setting ourselves back decades in terms of becoming not just financially free, but like spiritually free, emotionally free, physically free, disease free, right? There's no other reason. Like, there's no other reason that we can't be intentionally killing ourselves off. We can't be intentionally killing ourselves off. And with the ladies, like, we can't like, I'm not gonna believe that y'all are intentionally out here really not rocking with y'all men. That y'all are intentionally out here really wanting to do things by yourself. That y'all are intentionally out here putting yourselves in situations that's going to be very, 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 very hard to overcome. And we can't be intentionally giving our focus and giving our priorities to things that we know are literally distractions. Like, even just me having to say and to think, right, that the majority of us, and I'm speaking from a group perspective, not for me personally, because I don't fall in this category, but from a group, from a whole, from a generation, a generational perspective, majority of us spend most of our times glued to our phone, looking at our phone, trying to find something that's going to give us that dopamine hit on our phone, something that's going to give us that validation on our phone, like something that's going to help us escape reality on our phone, when life is literally right here if we just look up. Which, again, going back to that same philosophy, if most things that we think are problems are only symptoms, then it begs me to ask the question, what could the problem be that we would rather miss out on life in real time and focus on the illusion of on the phone? Why would we rather miss out on real conversations, building meaningful relationships, real relationships, authentic relationships in real life, and pay more attention to seeking validation and seeing how many likes we can get, comments we can get, haters we can get online. And even when I'm just asking myself this right now, again, this is just us talking right now, right? Or really just me brain dumping and hoping that, I had somebody who can be able to speak back to me right now and just, let us just, just go back and forth. The only problem that I can come up with is that, like, we really don't love ourselves out here, man. Like, we really don't love ourselves out here. We really don't love ourselves out here. Because if we did, we wouldn't be consuming as much bad food as we are. We wouldn't be consuming as much alcohol as we do. We wouldn't be consuming as much negative information as we do. We wouldn't prioritize distractions over necessities. We wouldn't be focusing on trying to please others, knowing that we're unhappy. We wouldn't be intentionally bringing children into this world, knowing that there's still things that we are generationally affected with, that we don't have the answers to, that we still feel hold us down, weigh us down. Again, speaking as a generation, not me specifically. Some of those things apply to me, some of those things don't, but speaking just, generationally. Like we wouldn't be bringing children into this world with individuals that we know for a fact we are not compatible with. We wouldn't want for our children, I don't think, right, to come into this world and see us and look up to us as their kings and as their queens, but see us struggling. See us always angry, always sad, always bitter, always troubled. We wouldn't want poverty, Again, these just thoughts running through my head, and I say it because I feel like we're really getting to that point to where most people have really just given up. And that hurt to even say, but I genuinely feel like most people have just given up. And just threw their hand in, you know what I'm saying? Like just took they cards and just threw it in. Like, hey man, I fold, like I'm good. And I hate that because man, if we only knew, if you only knew that you're a king, fellas, that you're a queen, ladies, that you are only as great as your father. But then the question would be, right, who's your father? And that's something that you would have to answer. Because if you truly knew that your father, like if you truly knew that you came from a royal family, like if you truly knew that you came from a royal family, and you truly knew that you, like naturally, by default, inherit all of the wealth that your father has, the respect that your father has, the wisdom that your father has, the love that your father has, and that you have dominion, authority, sovereignty, and that you can go to him and ask him whatever you need, whenever you need, and it will be given unto you. As long as you walk in your purpose and you do what you were put here to do, which is not to struggle, which is not to be in poverty, which is not to be miserable, Would your behaviors change? Would this conversation that we having change? I don't know. I don't know. Or is it too late for you? But at that point, that's a decision because you have a choice. You can get to know them, or you can choose to stay lost. And I'm saying a lot of people choose to stay lost, and I hate it for them. But as for me and my house, yeah, as for me and my house, I know what time we on. But that's all. So hey, with that being said, it's been yours truly, John Trey. Until next time.